Sounds good.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a lot of overlay issues, we're finally back for MUFC versus Orange. This is for the GEST Challenge, and of course this is a broadcast by Beyond the Summit. This is Luminous, and we're joined by Gods. What is up?
Not much, not much. I'm excited to see another showdown between these two teams. They seem to have had a lot over the last couple of years. They've been the two top dogs in Malaysia for quite some time. Generally, it's Orange Esports who come out on top, but MUFC every now and then put together a roster which causes some upsets. And right now, this team with Winter, it's done so once, although not today. It's been Orange who 2-0'd them early today, so we'll see if MUFC can get themselves some sweet, sweet revenge here.
Also, the early game today was the carry player was KK Imba, and now we're gonna see Mushi joining the row. So, an upgrade, some might argue, but definitely KKE played a very, very good two-game series.
Yeah, I think as far as his ability, I think he's on par with Mushi. Just Mushi has sort of he's a veteran player. He'll make the better decisions in those close games. They weren't particularly close games, I would say. One of the games I felt like ABC I was called their old name. MUFC had a much better start and could have maybe pulled away with, but I think it was games where they just pulled away, and as a carry player, well, you look good regardless of who you are. But if you're in a close game, that's where having Mushi on your team is really going to count for something.
Yeah, and this best of 3 series is going to mean a lot of money as well. This is the winner bracket, and whoever moves on beyond this is going to guarantee themselves at least 5,000, correct?
At least 5,000.
500. Yeah. I had an extra zero. That 5,000 would be a lot.
I'm listening. I'm like, wait, what's Libby talking about $5,000 for? Like, what's this tournament again? No, $500 for second place, $1,000 for first place. Yeah, and winner of this match is guaranteed to be in that top 2. So that's pretty good for just playing 2 best of 3s. And basically just over one best of 3 yesterday, 1 best of 3 today, and then you've got another tomorrow. Well, a best of 5 for the grand finals tomorrow.
Yep. All right, Magnus is going to be the first pick here for MUFC. Wang Wang's been playing that Magnus. Of course, we saw that one game where Han Trash player played it as the carry role. Didn't work it out so well, but it seems like no matter who plays it, they agree that Blink Dagger and Force Staff is going to be the build to go. And I agree that Blink Dagger is going to be the key factor. I feel like Magnus has been kind of the most important hero on the map for a lot of these games.
Yeah, and this almost looks like the identical draft to one of the ones we saw earlier today between the two teams. Magnus first pick by MUFC, and then Shadow Demon Lifestealer. We'll see Winter probably go into the Rubik pick. It'll be a question of what he looks to get with it, whether he gets the Queen of Pain, the TA. Maybe we just see something more like a Luna, sort of that safe carry for Hon Trash player. Or if they want to go for the Faceless Void, it's sort of... I think Faceless Void is one of his best heroes personally from watching their games, but it's be hard to fit in here. There we go. They're not worried. Faceless Void Rubik.
Well,
this team... I've watched so many of their games. I feel like I just know them too well almost.
Well, you're definitely on fire with those predictions. And Power is gonna boost up Faceless Void's really ability to go. And I think we talked about this synergy between the two heroes, or quote unquote synergy in air quotes, because Magnus and Faceless Void Ultimates don't definitely go hand in hand. One thing to talk about is a Han Trash player. I've seen his Chronos. He clips the hero just on the edge of the Chronos so that his teammates, melee heroes or not, still be able to attack into it and get that extra damage going on. But yesterday you made a very, very interesting point that even though on paper they don't work out well together because you chrono the Magnus and he can't attack, on the other side of the same coin, like, you can mess up your combo a bit and the other will back you up in a sense.
Yeah, so it's definitely a nice little pickup to have with the backup there. And you've always got that synergy between the Empower onto the Faceless Void, giving him extra cleave, extra damage on top of the Battle Fury. You generally still go for that Battle Fury build. As Orange, they grab themselves Lena after bat, so they grab themselves their strong tri-lane. They're not worried about their solo heroes. We don't see KYXY's hero or Ahio's hero, which means we're not going to be seeing a Tinker most likely. We'll probably see the Tinker get banned out in this second stage, since that's what, well, Orange Esports wanted, like, we're having fun going for in the earlier series. So I imagine it's a Tinker ban. Maybe we see something like a Queen of Pain being banned out as well. TA still in the pool. They do need sort of a secondary carry, or at least a semi-carry to go with the Lifestealer.
Yep. I love the pickup here though, Shadow Demon Lina. We've seen this combo time and time after again. It don't matter if you're Magnus Strength Hero, it don't matter if you have no fuel on Rubik. You get disrupted, you get Soul Catcher, you get blown the hell up by that Lina. Of course, they go into a very powerful tri-lane if they want to with a Lifestealer. The two people, or the two support heroes, are great roamer as a team. The only thing that I have concerns about is Soul Catcher, Disruption, Laguna getting backtracked by Void. That's not a good thing for these two supports.
Yeah, one of the things I actually saw in Dota 1 when I was casting the GEST IDC yesterday was, the Faceless Void reminded me, there was a Shadow Demon, Zeus, Pugna. They'll disrupt Soul Catcher and it'll be like, just get burst down with a Soul Catcher Zeus nukes. It would just completely obliterate him. The Pugna was there for it. Actually, they didn't really use the Pugna decrypt all that much. The Pugna was there mostly for the ward for like a Queen of Pain, but Soul Catcher plus Zeus was just completely disgustingly strong against like a Faceless Void. One bolt and he'd lose half his HP.
At 50% damage.
I don't know if we're actually going to be seeing a Zeus pick here, but I'd love to see one. You get also the passive doing extra damage, although obviously you have to rely on it not getting backtracked. But it's like a spammable Laguna Blade every bolt if you've got Soul Catcher on you.
Well, Zeus definitely has his moments, but definitely has a lot of other issues. So I personally don't be expecting it. I've never seen Orange play the Zeus.
No.
So there's gonna be some very convincing factors for him to pick Zeus. But for now, Enigma and Tinker is going to get banned out.
And neither team with, well, I guess we could see Mag going towards the mid lane, but well, quite likely going towards the mid lane. But Orange with neither of their solos, MUFC need one as well. So bans out entirely on the solo heroes right now. Weaver, TA, Enigma, Tinker. Enigma, I guess, a potential offlaner that Orange could run for KYXY. So what's actually still in the pool? The Darkseer is there. The Darkseer is already banned out, so it's Bounty Hunter, Nature's Prophet as sort of the two obvious offlaners that Orange Esports could get. Otherwise, well, they're somewhat limited. Maybe a Windrunner could come into play as well.
There's a Weaver option there as well.
No, Weaver banned out. The third ban for Orange.
JK. Yeah, I mean, one thing to speak of the offlane for both teams is that neither of these teams are shy to not run an offlane at all, right? Just put them in the jungle. We've seen Tinker going to jungle for Orange the game before. We saw Sand King trying to cut trees for MUFC a couple games and ended up not working out well. So it feels like both teams, like, you know what, we don't want to challenge your tri lane. Neither team seems like have the balls to say, all right, we'll take you up in an offensive tri lane strat. Neither team is doing that either, so we might see a very, very same kind of layout with these two teams in terms of hero placement as well as gameplay style.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree there. So last ban to the anti-mage, so I guess worried about the potential 1v1 matchup. One more ban coming up from Orange Esports. You guys are just tuning in. You're watching the GEST Challenge, which is essentially the top two teams from the GST Dota 2. The GST Dota 2 is a Southeast Asian Dota 2 tournament taking on, well, basically we invite two teams from China each month. LGD International won the first GST challenge, so they got re-invited. And then this time around, we had Vici Gaming, who unfortunately have already been knocked out. They're our first team to be knocked out. But we'll see if LGD International can, well, do the Chinese proud and take down the Southeast Asian top teams. Right now, it's not looking good because they already lost yesterday 2-0 to Orange Esports.
Yep. But and those games didn't look close. I have to add on top of that.
Yeah, it was not. Well, the second game was kind of close in a like what's going on kind of way. Like it was close in a way where it didn't look like they were going to win, but it did draw out for a really long time, and both teams had a ton of farm.
Right, but it wasn't close in terms of how the game went. Queen of Pain was the mid pickup here. Are we going to see that Magnus off lane again?
I guess we look at Mac going towards the off lane. I don't see anyone else who can go off lane, and there's no way you go offensive tri lane with a Faceless Void. That would be a first for me. So I guess we see Mag going towards the off lane and Queen of Pain. Probably TFG playing it, maybe FCFC, but this is one of TFG's heroes, generally speaking.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these Southern East Asian teams, as well as the Chinese, really love the Queen of Pain. And personally, I don't feel like she's that powerful a hero, especially with how the games recently went. She does have that insane burst damage, and that's obvious. But beyond that, unless you get ultra stacked on her, she doesn't do much.
Yeah, it's really hard. You can't really control the fights in her. But I feel the Queen of Pain picks works when you have the Void and Mag there as well. There's the Chronosphere, you got the Mag up here, you have all the control in the world you'd need. And Queen of Pain just needs levels. You don't even have to get a whole lot of farm and items to basically provide that utility in these team fights. The Chronosphere and RP make up for it. But we're now going to see a Brewmaster pick up by Orange Esports, so likely a Hio in the mid lane. Orange Esports yesterday, everyone will remember.
Holy crap.
Brewmaster. That was a safe lane farmer, but I imagine this is a solo mid one.
Yeah, I think he started the game at one point he was 7-0-7 or something like that. Absolutely insane. Going mid is gonna be fine. He will outlane just about anybody. Queen of Pain's gonna have a pretty decent lane against him, but Magnus will get outlaned. Whoever else is gonna get it pretty much outlaned. Brewmaster pretty powerful as a melee hero, especially when you pick up a stout shield. But what I'm gonna be very impressed about is his multiple micros, throwing up either Magnus in the air if he hasn't used his RP yet, or throwing the Void up in the air if he hasn't Chrono yet, or even if he's Chrono. So he's going to provide a lot of disruption, and hopefully that will be enough for the Lifestealer to get his right clicks in.
Yeah, no, it's what we're gonna have to see from the Orange Esports team. They've got 2 melee heroes here. They've got plenty of lockdown to sort of make sure that they can stay in there doing damage there with the Shadow Demon Disruption, the Lina stun to follow up, and Jakiro last pick. So they go for a somewhat safe defensive support hero with the Ice Path. I think this works pretty well. It's something which Lifestealer can avoid the Ice Path with the Rage if they are looking to get aggressive with their trialing, but I think in general, Jakiro will offer a lot in these sort of late game team fights. You can drop the Macro Pie, the Ice Path, synergize them well with a Chronosphere or a Mag Ultimate Reverse Polarity.
Yeah, I love the pickup actually. Jakiro's a hero that's been kind of fading it out, and you gotta remember, at one point he was kind of the first pick support hero for a long time because how imbalanced Ice Path's mana cost is. Now it's got nerfed a little bit, and team's been shying it away, but at core he's a very versatile hero. If you want early game aggression, he gives you that. If you want early game tower pushes, he gives you that. Late game AoE damage, I mean, he's an AoE machine, right? And finally we're gonna see a puck from Orange. Is this gonna be a Mushi puck? Because I will be completely ready.
I don't think so. Whoa.
Well, unless they do some big swapping.
Oh, okay.
That's a Mushi puck I'm looking at right now.
Wow, Mushi on puck. Ohio playing the carry Lifestealer. I'm excited too, man.
I'm sit up. My hands are on the keyboard and mouse because Mushi puck is absolutely legendary. If you've never seen a Mushi puck, you missed out. And hopefully he could mirror some of his legendary performance he had in the past today. Definitely a very powerful hero if you play it right, but a very tricky hero at that too.
Yeah, so we'll see how he does. He's going to be most likely, I guess, going towards the mid lane. I don't think Mushi off lane, I don't think that exists. Like the two words you just can't put together. I don't think I've ever seen Mushi play the off lane. He's always solo mid or farming in the safe lane. He's a hero and a player who's very snowball heavy. Needs to get the early farm. Needs to just get a lot of farm and just, well, not so much kills, but he likes to be assured that he's having a good time in lane. So I imagine if he's not going to be in the mid lane, he's going safe lane and they're going to go offensive tri lane. Yeah,
that build is looking like a mid lane build as he's stacking a lot of stats right now and saving 100 gold for that relatively quick bottle rush. We have Net going to be handling the Shadow Demon. Mushi's going to be on the puck. KYXY playing the Brewmaster, which is still very interesting because Ohio plays it beautifully. But it seems like KYXY is going to feel confident on that hero. We're going to have Extinct playing the Alina, and last but not least, Ohio playing the Lifestealer instead.
On the Radiant side, it's going to be FCFZ for MUFC, or Invasion MUFC Armageddon, playing the Queen of Pain. We've got the Rubik being played by TFG, Hon Trash player, or also known as WTF, playing the Faceless Void, Winter playing the Jakiro. Then finally, that leaves us with the Mag Wang playing over in the off lane, it looks like.
Yep, this is the winner bracket of the GST challenge as two teams are running into each other, hosted by Dota Talk. Disruption's gonna get passed up here. LSA's gotta land, it lands perfectly, but can you burst her down? Yes, you can. Queen of Pain just gave away first blood. Not something you see any day. And that's gonna really be a big deal. Net picks up the first blood, and looks like they're gonna get a little bit of dewarding on top of that as well. A huge win for Orange, just 10 seconds into the game.
Yeah, really nice start, and right off the bat, MUFC are going to be thinking, oh crap, what are we up against here? It's a tri-lane with Lina, Shadow Demon, and Lifesteal at the bottom lane. It's going to be tri-lane versus tri-lane, but Faceless Void does not really offer anywhere near as much as a Lifesteal does. Lifesteal, even in the off lane in a tri-lane, will be getting a lot more out of this than this Faceless Void should.
Yep. I really like the fact, I talked about earlier, both teams been running kind of, you farm your tri-lane, our farm our tri-lane, and we'll kind of duke it out late game. I love the fact that they're offensive tri-lane on a Lifestealer. They're probably not going to kill the Void, especially with the backup of his jumps, as well as the Jakiro. Look at what is Net doing, trapping it.
I love it. I mean, I should have dropped Tangos. I wish he'd dropped Tangos there, and then like, you have this instant instinct which says, oh, Tangos, let's pick him up. And if Invasion MUFC didn't stop to think, like, I mean, I guess they weren't looking for a kill. Lina Lifesteal were in position, but there was just some serious trolling going on. And they're going to find Jakiro at bottom lane. Shadow Demon blocking the escape route as well. Needs to maybe do a bit more blocking. Yep, he blocks it off completely. Winter going to be brought down here as well. Second kill goes with Orange Esports at bottom lane.
Triling's won. It's already won. With that first kill they picked up with the EXP, now they're going to be almost level 2 after this particular creep wave. And once that lifesteal gets boot to speed, oh my goodness, it's going to look really, really ugly. The question is, do they have that smoke to actually rotate onto the mid lane? Not just yet, and perhaps they'll pick it up after upgrading Courier. But that Courier, by the way, already upgraded because Net picking up the first. So back in the mid lane here, Mushi showing off some quick fingers, just phasing it up.
I think that at this point, doing Trylon versus Trylon, it's better that they don't go for a smoke gank on mid. Queen of Pain versus Puck is a very even matchup, and Puck can handle himself fine. I think they're better off just completely obliterating this bottom
that's a
lane.
fair point.
With the two supports getting the 2 kills, like they're going to have really fast boots or magic sticks, whichever way they want to go. And this is a lane which is essentially already won for Orange, like you say. But if they look for ganks on mid lane, then they can sort of basically go back to even at bottom.
Trash player taking some token harasser coming from the lifestealer. Again, it's going to be difficult to actually find those kills, considering that both Jakiro as well as Faceless Voids are fairly tanky heroes. So unless they're completely out of position, they're not going to die. Looks like Net's going to be looking for that 2-minute rune, and we'll have to wait and see whether he finds it. It is going to be a regen rune, so let's see if somebody's going to scoot over. No, he's going to deny it immediately. TFG sees the remnants of the regen rune being picked up. Back on the top lane, haven't really had a chance to talk too much about it, and we probably won't see a kill here, but who do you think wins the lane?
Well, right now it's Brewmaster winning, but I think it's a matchup which should be fairly even. They can trade farm a bit. Mag wants to go for a fast bottle of his own. Even though he's in that off lane, he probably still goes for that bottle just so he can have the mana to keep spamming Shockwave. But it should be a lane where they somewhat trade farm. But right now it's Brewmaster coming out on top, edging him out in last hitting.
Yep, and that's going to pick him a quicker Blink Dagger, Arcane Boots. I imagine that's what he's going to go for. On bot lane here, what we're going to look out for in the next couple of seconds is Orange supports both getting boot go, and that's a huge sign, especially when you have boots and they don't, that you go for these dives. Even if the dives don't work out as well as you hope them to do so, you still could either make it out alive or chase out a couple more kills. Again, that's exactly what we see here. They're going to go on the Void, but it's going to be tough. He dodges, he backtracks one of the spell, but look at his HP is just dropping. Thanks to Soul Catcher, no jumping use just yet. Finally jumps out. They didn't get a kill, but they'll be happy nonetheless. Going to force out south. In fact, looks like the open wound's going to be used on TFG. The Soul Catcher is going to provide a lot of damage. Rage is going to dodge ahead, and the right clicks are coming against TFG. TFG is going to give up yet another kill. The boots of speed is going to allow them to chase for even more. LSA is going to hit on Winter as well, and these boots of speed are killing them. 2 more extra kills being taken down. Salve already used on no salve on Hontrash player.
Salve.
Wow. They're going to be done in this lane.
Yeah, I mean, are we seeing TPs in with regen? Nope, TFG TPs in. He's got no tangos or salves here. I don't know if... You may as well walk back to lane, buy yourself a tango and salve and walk and be able to offer a whole lot more here. Winter is going to walk his way back bottom lane. He's only got 1 set of tangos. This lane, I agree, is done. It's over. There's nothing they can really do to come back. And Orange, why leave to go gank mid when they can just keep getting free kills at bottom lane? They don't really need to. Unless Mushi's sort of in trouble and they're going to maybe go for a TP counter gank. They're going to be winning this lane. Mushi checks the top 4-minute rune, not going to find it there. Wang Wang also was looking for it on the mag, and this is where he's losing out in CS. He's going towards these runes, trying to check them, trying to basically deny them from Mushi, but as a result, Brewmaster is winning this lane at top, so all 3 lanes being won by Orange. Mid lane somewhat even, but Mushi with a couple creeps ahead of the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep in mind that Queen of Pain gave up first blood as well, so definitely not helpful. And there's a haste rune being picked up here. Oh no, it's going to pass the bottle? Oh, no. He gave the bottle charge to Net, who drank it, and then the bottle went back to... Yeah, so pretty nice regen tactic over there. And it looks like these guys are trying to make a small comeback by you know, getting some neutral creep kills and farm, but it's just not going to be enough. Here we go. They're going to make it one more time. Do these supports have boosts just yet? I don't think they do. And that TFG is just so slow. Yeah.
Both supports, no boots, and they can just go in the Void if they want. They've got the mana to really spare. They maybe don't kill him because he time walks out, but if they get him down to about 100 HP, suddenly he's not farming once again. So even if Void goes into farm and they want to just throw a Shadow Demon Disruption and a Lina Sun at him, it's well worth it.
Yep. Face Boost also up here on Lifestealer, so he could really just gun down these supports. I think what they're looking forward to is pushing the creep equilibrium past to the tower so that their creep wave will start tanking, or they could easily just loop around as Net is looking for the open of initiation. He sees the creep wave being kind of pulled. Is he going to go right now? They're pinging it on it. Extinct is telling him to go. He's going to charge right in.
And with these
No, he's
phase
gonna
boots,
pull it
Life's
back.
looking at here really fast.
Yeah.
And it would not only get there really fast, but they can also look for kills on the Void, because the phase boots will allow him to basically catch up after the Time Walk. It is a level 2 Time Walk, and we're going to see Winter drop down an Ice Path here. More than anything, he's just harassing. He wants to basically get Shadow Demon nice and low, because if Shadow Demon's low, it's really risky for Orange to sort of be engaging with the Shadow Demon disruption. He may get picked off fast, but he gets past the salve, and it does have to be used here by Orange. But once again, they're going to be up to full HP, looking for another initiation. They've got the boots movement speed to try and do it.
Back in the mid lane here, looks like they're gonna try to set up a kill on Mushi. Mushi has a haste. He goes for a silent stream call, finds an invis rune, dodges the ultimate here, and he's gonna be invis up. He can actually even try to harass and maybe even look for the kill. No, they're just too high HP. Mushi just playing with these guys right now, showing them the school of puckness. Is that even a word?
He's going to be so happy about that one. School of Puck, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I love this play here by Orange. Leaves a freaking 20 goal or 12 goal Satyr back in the camp. They don't even need to click it. It's going to block the camp by itself. Voice right now getting no farm. The Lifesteal is not even... Well, Lifesteal actually had 38 creep kills despite being offensive trialing, because he's basically lasting everything. So this, every single lane, like you point out, Orange is winning big time. Let's see how the Brewmaster is doing. I think he's got something flying away, and it's going to be... looks like Bracers and Magic Wand.
Yeah, we'll see him probably just rushing, I guess, a Drum of Endurance, or is that maybe not his brace? I think that's a brace of, no, it's a Lifestealer's brace, so Lifestealer are going to be going for a Drum of Endurance. KYX has enough gold for his Arcane Boots now, so maybe we see the Arcane Boots pick up, but this top lane, I don't expect we see any kills or any real action here. Brewmaster with a 2-level advantage. He's solidly winning this game, but he still can't get any kills unless we see a gank from someone like Puck.
Puck, by the way, driving Queen of Pain back. I don't expect a kill happen on the mid lane, but it definitely can happen with so much burst damage on either side. So, but Queen of Pain just getting the short end of the stick here, being forced out of lane once again. And of course, Mushi getting all these runes are definitely quite helpful. They see Huntrash player perhaps a little bit out of position. That's going to force a jump. That jump has a very long cooldown. So in the next couple of seconds, he can't even go back in lane.
Luckily, he's got level 3 Time Walk, 1100 range on that, just to make sure he can get out of these bad situations. The 700 range won't cut it when you don't have boots. So a higher, well, he continues to farm at bottom lane, and there's your brace. They're going to see that Drum of Endurance coming soon, and then he's got all the mobility he needs to basically catch up to these support heroes, catch up and do as much damage as possible. Look at this Observer Ward at bottom. I love this position from Orange Esports. They put it way behind the tower so it doesn't get dewarded by this sentry.
What's with all the scribbling?
Yep, they put it.
That
They put it
is
from
impressive.
this area of the trees across, and it was never seen here. It looks like Panda Ultimate being dropped here. No, just a clap. And I think these two supports are going to try to smoke a gank on mid lane here against Mushi. Puck's one of the most difficult heroes to kill early game, and I'm not sure whether they were able to kill him. Meanwhile, Puck, though, did he finish his Blink Dagger? Why does he have such low gold? It seems like well, didn't just yet.
Something. Mushi likes to drop his items on ground at base sometimes, but no, I don't see too much.
Telekinesis going to pull Mushi back, but not going to get that kill. Yeah, I felt like that was really a waste of time, as well as that very precious smoke. They just said, all right, we can't do anything bot, let's smoke mid, but they can't do anything mid either. Voice completely off the lane, not even level 6. It's time to actually just go for a push here on Orange, I feel like, to start getting some towers.
Yeah, this is getting very, very snowbally right now. Orange Esports, it's 4k gold, it's what, XP, 3k as well, but it feels much, much worse. They're losing all 3 lanes quite badly. Mag at top, he needs to just come to the fight. Sure, he's giving away, I mean, he's losing his lane, but he needs to maybe look for an opening at bottom lane to do something, even if they're just killing off the 2 support heroes, the Shadow Demon Lena at this point. It's something which is better than nothing.
Yep, another ward's going to be dropped in front of the tower to see that Void just have nowhere to go. Offensive disruption. He's going to jump out of that just fine here, but again, Token a little bit harassed here, driving him further out of the lane. At this point here, Void can't even farm in any lane. He could go top perhaps, but Panda will outlane him there, and there's no chance at mid, so... Of course, with the FCFZ being shut down so much on the mid lane, Queen of Pain can't even leave the lane either. If she does, tier 1 tower is going to go down mid, and you can't give Puck that free tower.
And Brewmaster's up to 2100 gold. He can get his Blink Dagger now if he wants. Doesn't look like he wants to go for those Arcane Boots at all. He's going to be a bit sort of mana dependent with just a raw Blink Dagger, but he'll have enough for a Blink Clap Ultimate, and well, with that he can go look to gank some of these other lanes, and Mag can't really even counter gank all that well. Bottom lane though, they found TFG. Looks like they should be able to bring him down. Phase drums are there. Lena with the Dragon Slave just to finish off the kill. It's just an easy, straightforward pick up for Orange Esports at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if Han Trash player had level 6, could have actually turned around, maybe even got a support kill, but he was just not close. The denies here coming out from Ohio is simply too much. Ohio's got 28 denies here against the Void. Look at the top here on Panda. He's got 28 denies as well. None of these guys are getting any farm, any XP. Open Wound's going to be used on Han Trash Pro. He is finally level 6. He can't drop the Chrono, but 1v1 fight, they're going to need a little bit more help. He's going to invest into a creep, and Han Trash Pro just got Han Trash scrubbed upon here, but looks like Net is going to get picked off. Wang Wang's in position. Can he skewer for the RP? He's in RP range. Is he? Well, he's going to actually rage and try to fight this, but the RP is going to be waiting for him. Does he even need to use it? Blink Panda ultimate. The RP soon to follow through, and that was a huge throw here by the Dire. 2 kills being taken up, and those 2 kills were so important. Magnus just earned himself at least 500-600 gold, and that's going to put him at least 2 Arcane Boots.
Well, regardless of the Lotus Sphere, things still go well for MUFC, and it was Mag. The rotation had to come, and they get key kills on Lifestealer as well as the Brewmaster. So really nicely played by MUFC. They do find themselves in bullets. Mushi thought maybe he's going to get a tower as well as a kill here.
Wow.
See, solo kill and a T1 tower. The DD rune making it all possible.
Yeah, not respecting that DD rune was his really downfall, and got picked off because of that. Queen of Pain not having a good game at all, but with those big fights on the bot lane, Han Trash player is going to finally find some farm room. But I'm not sure how much key item he's going to pick up, and that's going to give the supports time here for Orange to go back, smoke up, and perhaps set up a kill maybe on the other lane, or maybe they're going to just dive in the mid lane. That Blink Dagger is still going to allow that Panda to drop his ultimate. Did not use it in the last fight. It looks like they're backing off accordingly. They know a smoke is coming. Observer Ward not helping out to scope this one out.
Nope, not at all. There's a Sentry Ward though nearby. It's in range of this Observer Ward too. Orange will see it. I think the creep wave should just be able to clear it when it's walking by, so that Observer Ward won't be there for all too long. And Net, if Orange will look at bottom lane, they'll quickly see what's there with these heroes inside Sentry Ward vision. I love this positioning.
They're just looking for people, but
I don't think they've been seen. I think they got here without being seen.
yeah, but I mean,
Now, well, they're gonna reveal themselves.
it doesn't really matter. Oh, they're actually gonna run. Oh, the Sentry Ward just timed out, like you talked about, and tower's gonna go down. It was a very, very expensive smoke gank. They didn't get a kill, and they really delayed this tower push. The Glyph is gonna delay even further. Back on the top lane here, Wang Wang and his team wants to look for the trade, but really, Orange could easily send a single person to defend this, especially when that person is a Panda, which is so damn tanky. He could just actually blink in and start initiating if that's what he wants to do, but that's fine. Puck on the mid lane starting to put more pressure, and once you give Mushi a Blink Dagger, the game gets really, really hard.
Yeah, Mushi with a Blink Dagger is going to be making plays all over the place. He's got his level 10, so he's got the maxed out 3 seconds silence duration on Waning Rift, and his damage potential is pretty scary once he has a Blink Dagger. He's going to be looking for solo kills all over the map, even looking just to team up with some of his, even just looking to team up for some big teamfight initiations and basically start turning things into Orange's favor, get that snowball happening.
We missed that kill up on top here. RP being used here just to secure that kill. I think that's fine, using an RP to delay that Panda ultimate, and perhaps even get a tier 1 tower. That's again, a pretty good use of that RP. Wang Wang's been pretty impressive with that Magnus. Lost the lane, but able to make the best of it despite what happened.
Yeah, it's a good little trade-off for MUFC getting that kill. Even they used an RP for it, it looks like, and they're getting a T1 tower at this. No TPs coming in just yet from Orange. He will send Lifestealer, so no real trade. They're not going to be able to get this T1 tower, and Lifestealer's actually chasing. No, he's not. He's going to decide against it.
Yeah, he knows he has Puck's backup here with the Blink Dagger, so if he gets anybody to engage him for a bit, then Puck's going to catch up and really, basically force that kill. But for now, the 2 Orange, I'd like them to actually see them pick a tiny bit more EXP, try to max that Soul Catcher, especially on Net. He's been playing rather well so far, but really needs to find that level 6 at the very least, 7 to max out a Soul Catcher, really to maximize the damage output of that Lina. As I say that, perhaps in a little bit of trouble. Blink going on right now. They're going to get Skewer Shockwave. Look at that combo. But is it going to be enough? Where's the Laguna? No mana for Laguna. He does have it. It's going to get actually taken back. Is it going to be a Puck coming in? Here comes the Dream Coil. It's going to be on one. Wang Wang's going to try to TP out Laguna. It's going to force the kill. And the Puck Orb's going to come in from afar. They can see TFG. TFG has the basic boots. Will make it out alive.
Mag was going for some like Grand Theft Auto there, trying to steal that gem. That's why they were quite happy to throw everything at the Shadow Demon, because Shadow Demon had a gem there, so if he loses that right off the bat, it's a big win for MUFC. Mag grabbed the gem, tried to get out of there. The Screw was on cooldown though, but they were there with the Laguna Blade just to make sure they recovered it, so definitely worth using that.
So who ended up having the gem?
Lina now.
Alright. Meanwhile, we do see Life Stealer gonna get Blink back here. But you can't blink away from the Blink Dagger up to Panda. Right click, right click. These guys are chasing the Quap around, killing him too easily. Blasted on the tower just as a drive-by for the Life Stealer. The net worth of this game just really tell the tale, as the top 3 is all on Orange. They won every single lane. They got a little bit greedy here and there and lost a couple more kills, but they're definitely winning in every single situation.
Yeah, and look when Mushi just going behind tier 2 towers, getting solo kills, takes up the Rubik, now on the run from a mag, but it phase shift the Shockwave, no problem at all, and they're going to start chipping around these tier 2 towers at top, and here comes more rotation. Shadow Demon and Lina coming in from the side. This will force mag way back. He can't really defend this properly. As Orange at esports at this point, they can go back for Roshan, they can look for more ganks, they can look for more kills. The world is their oyster.
Yeah, they do whatever the hell they want, which it seems like diving between tier 2 and tier 3. They see Wang Wang open wounds, and where's a soul catcher? They want that Dream Coil. It's going to be on 1. This Dream Coil doesn't need to be the best, could just use it as a mini stun, because they have such a huge advantage, and they're going to actually circle around on the, yeah, nice timing here against FTG, TFG, and Huntrash Pro TP's in, but he gets thrown up in the air, and really, that was it.
Well, they get, I guess, 1 pick off and then just get on out of there, but they'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like a drive-by to your house.
Yep.
Kind of take your stuff, take your monies, take your bike, and then
take your unborn child.
Yeah, go back, saw your shoelace on the ground, take that too, and then back the hell out.
All right, well, do they back off for Roshan, or are they looking maybe for a bottom lane here? There's a Queen of Pain farming. FC's not had the best time in this game, 1, 3, and 4, but when you're laning against Mushi, I think he's not the only one who hasn't had the best time. Plays at TI2, I mean, they went on about how hard it is to lane against this guy. He is just, his mechanics in lane is just incredible.
Net still looking for that level 6. Again, despite how well he's been playing, he's unfortunately been roaming around quite a bit, so there's that level 6, so it's going to make those ganks a lot easier. Not that they need it. So if you're MUFC in this situation, where you're down by 10,000 gold, 7,000 experience, which is multiple levels at this point, what's the comeback? Is there a comeback?
Well, I mean, it's all about the team fight, the mag Void. Void gets himself a free extra Battle Fury. He's going to have a Battle Fury soonish, I guess, and then he's going to have the Empower coming into play as well, so he's going to have a ton of damage. Mag, though, RP, he may have outplayed Mushi, top lane, Wang Wang. Oh.
Did he cancel the RP and then wait for the face?
Mushi went blinking in. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. It happened so fast.
He basically blinked in and just got straight up RP'd and killed. I'm not 100% sure. I think he tried to phase shift. I think it was a shockwave that he phase shift, but the RP was there, and that's all that was needed, because RP lands, and then Mushi was tanking a creep wave, goes down. So some misplay coming out of Mushi.
Yeah, sorry for missing that. In my eyes, Mushi never died. Mushi's perfect, so it's all good.
As well as the stream viewers.
Yeah.
Those of you listening in Dota TV, you didn't see anything either.
On Trash Pro is going to eat a little bit of damage on the mid lane. Looks like he has stolen a Drunken Haze, a level 1 Drunken Haze, be at that. But I guess another thing of a comeback mechanic is you always have Faces Void. There's always, whoops, I won Chrono, kind of getting 3 or 4, and Macro Power to follow through Sonic Wave and all that stuff. So you can't actually be too comfortable if you're Orange. Wang Wang's going to scare back out. You know, don't get me wrong, they're in a huge lead, but the game's not won yet.
Especially when we're looking at Wang Wang getting close to a Blink Dagger on his mag, so the initiation potential is there. We've got Queen of Pain, who's, well, building towards an Orchid, but I don't think that's going to be a big game-changing item, so to speak, but it's definitely something which will help out. The thing is here for Orange, they just want to take down these outer towers somewhat methodically, take out Roshan if they can, and just defend themselves. See KYXY TP top, not giving anything to MUFC. Even with 3 MUFC heroes up top, they're not going to go for this tier 1. It's probably going to get denied here unless we see some ninja last hits coming out of FC, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case.
Yeah, Mushi has the Lifestealer infest in him. If they want to go on Panda, that's probably one of their worst decisions, because Panda obviously has a split, but more importantly, Mushi could, you know, just get a TP from one of his supports and come right in for a big team fight. For now, they are going to go on him. There's a Panda split. How are you actually going to get a kill? They're going to go right on TFG. TFG getting focused. There's a toss-up against Carol in the air. So TFG going to try to survive as long as possible. Nice jukes here into the trees. Will it be enough? The Boulder Bash cooling down just a couple of seconds. And there, that should be, yep, that should be it. Meanwhile, another toss-up in the air. Meanwhile, all the time in the world being bought for Orange as they're walking into the Roche Pit.
A bit ambitious there, trying on that route. I mean, you mentioned it earlier, where you could just go blinking and then clapping and fighting. That was essentially what happened there, except it's MUFC go on him, and he's like, oh, I'll just fight. Clap, ulti, and then just kills off the Rubik with pretty much relative ease there, even with some nice little juking. And now Orange going to get themselves Roshan. I see Mushi inching forward. He wants his Aegis. Nope, Lifestealer grabs it.
He doesn't need the Aegis, but he wants it, and he's
Yeah.
playing well to quote-unquote deserve this Aegis here. Basher has been picked up here on the Lifestealer, and after that, this game is just really tough.
Yeah, it's going to get harder and harder. Lifestealer with more lockdown, more damage coming out, and for Faceless Void, that's trouble for him because he's going to be getting additional lockdown when if he looks to fight the Lifestealer head on. Sure, he's got a bash of his own, but now Lifestealer, well, he's got more attack speed, more damage output coming. And Mag, well, there's a lot resting on his shoulders to hit the big RP if MUFC want to stand a chance to win a team fight.
Yep, I love the Urn pickup here on net as well because they're getting so many kills. They're able to regenerate their resources and keep on pushing or keep on ganking if that's what they want to do. Also, we're going to see a record-breaking 24 minutes Battle Fury on the Huntrash Pro. So, which is to say that he's going to have a tough time catching up because the Battle Fury is so late.
You've been giving it to Huntrash player for some time now.
I mean, okay, to be fair, a lot of it wasn't his fault. Like, the trialing was tough. The first split on Queen of Pain was not his fault either. But, yeah, Faceless Void is just not having a good time. And I guess it's always easy to pick on a player that's not doing well. So I do want to apologize for that. But, yeah, I'm not sure how he could carry his team back to victory. It's just too much stuff stacked against him at this point.
Yeah, he's 0-0 too. I mean, he hasn't been caught out as well. It's mostly been the support too, I think, of just being somewhat out of position, but it was just a big snowball of things going wrong. Queen of Pain going to blink in at top. It looks like KYXY going to find himself under siege here. Magni coming as well. Elsewhere, Lifesteal actually picks up a kill top river, but it's Wang Wang who wants KYXY, not willing to use an RP for it. They're using everything just on this Brewmaster. He's still alive though, and there comes a cannon kick from Mushi. Mushi call, going to try giving down the Queen of Pain, does succeed in doing so. Now moves on to Winter. Winter on the run. He gets slowed by the Lifestealer, who picked up a kill earlier in the top river. I believe that was on the Rubik, and now takes out Jakiro as well. 3 more kills go the way of Orange Esports.
Yeah, for those of you guys that don't play too much puck out there, even if the Quap TP out and Mushi didn't get the last hit, the June Core would have broken because, you know, you exit a certain range and the 100 damage would have been dealt. So that puck was deader than dead, and Mushi just want to make sure that he got the last hit. So very well done here. Tier 2 is going to get siege up top here, and there is no response. There is an RP, there is a chrono, but I don't think they're looking to take that fight right there. They could still give up the tower, look for another damage item on Faceless Void. I think this is where you kind of go big and say, let's pick up that Massive Madness, let's fight that one fight and see where it goes.
Yeah, Mask of Madness, maybe even he needs to change his Tranquil Boots to Treads at this point, I feel, as well. Give him some extra HP and just the Strength Treads, as well as the attack speed, which will be very, very useful.
Here comes the teleportation. That is going to be from the Lifestealer. He could, by himself, usher him out of the lane. Although, with the Nut Bashets and a Chrono, maybe the Lifestealer dies? No, not really. When he has 1k HP as well as an activation of Armlet, he should be fine.
Void just hits too slow. There's no attack speed there, and that's really the problem with Void in these fights. Maybe even if Void goes in, hits a huge Chronosphere, the follow-up damage, well, there'll be a little bit coming from the Queen of Pain with the Sonic Wave. Void isn't really doing much. His attack speed is just really quite pitiful. It doesn't even have treads at this point, so the damage isn't there. So as you said, MUFC, while they do have these big ultimates like an RP, Chronosphere, Sonic Wave, they don't really want a team fight with it until we see Void with some more attack speed and damage.
Mushi forced a jump here on the Void, so they could actually go back and pincer a lot of pings on the map, trying to make sure that pincer is happening right now. But looks like they're actually scoped out. They're going to try to go for this gank here. Huntrash player, he's got that Chrono. He's going to get a 2-man Chrono on the support. Perfect Chrono so far. There's a Sonic Wave to follow through. Can they get Net? Net's going to self-disrupt. No, he's going to Purge in top. Wang Wang looking for the kill. He gets a stun off. Void gets tossed up in the air. There's an offensive disruption here on Wang Wang. Wang Wang getting stunned up by the neutral Centaurs. Man, even the Centaurs don't want MUFC to win. It looks like Wang Wang's still alive throughout all of that. But here comes a huge RP. Finally, Mushi's low. Can Mushi die? Void jumps in right now. He's gonna get a kill on Mushi. Huge play here from Huntrash Pro. Looks like the Mushi Dream Coil is gonna get eventually timed out as well. And Huntrash player is gonna make it out alive with another jump, cooling down 1 more second. But the bashes did its work. Wang Wang's gonna.
Wow. Lifesteal. The Bashes conspiring. The Bashes conspiring against MUFC. The Centaurs conspiring against MUFC. Everything in the playbook is just saying, hey, we want Orange to win. And Orange, well, they've executed this strategy. Well, they're looking for more kills. Is there a bash?
Bash. Oh.
Oh, Winter.
We can't conspire against Winter, so good job, Winter, TPing out. The RGN gods are with you today.
Whew, that was close. After that last bash, if he got that, I guess he hit twice there. It's got a pretty high chance.
I'm not gonna lie though, I felt like that team fight, it was really, really unlucky for MUFC. I thought they could have won that team fight. If Void made it out alive with that jump, I think they win that team fight, right? Like, they got so much done. Sure, they traded kills here and there, but they were able to pick off Puck. They were able to pick off the 2 supports. They wasted the Panda ultimate. If Void made it out alive with that jump, which was cooling down just in 1 second, I thought it was a pretty good fight. As a result, though, MUFC takes another pretty heavy loss, and now there's a 10-kill lead.
It was the best fight they were ever going to get with this item disadvantage as well as the level disadvantage.
Sure, yeah.
Side. I mean, they were never going to find a better fight. The Chronosphere just hitting the 2 supports. I mean, that's pretty much ideal. You want to bring down the supports in the Chronosphere. It's the only 2 heroes they can kill off fast during that lockdown. So they turn it into a 3v5 from the start. They save the RP for later on, which was an amazing RP out of Wang Wang. Even though it did come quite late in the fight, I think it was probably the right time because it managed to help kill off Mushi. And
yeah,
with Mushi on the sidelines, they just couldn't deal with the Lifestealer. Lifestealer just too big and too much farm, and he's now got an Abyssal Blade as well. Oh my gosh, this is getting difficult.
Well, Trash player. Oh, Bash, he jumps away, so he's gonna be fine. That forced a TP back here from Ohio, so it's time to actually engage on the mid lane if they want to take a 5v4. Oh, Wang Wang's got to skewer out, but the silence on top. Mushi says, no skewer for you. Wang Wang's going to be dead. Force that forward on TFG. TFG gets blown the hell up. And that's 2 more kills. And the Raxes, they are in danger at the moment, to say the least.
Oh yeah, very much so. As Orange Esports, they look to keep on going forward. They're gonna back off. Oh, with no Aegis at the time being, I guess they want to play it safe. They got all 6 out of towers. They're gonna farm out maybe the enemy Ancients, farm out their neutrals. They haven't got Lifestealer with them, which is the big thing. He's still at bottom, so they're not going to look to take the fight right now.
Trash player trying to eke out any kind of farm room, but he's just being hunted. There's like sharks in the water, and these guys are not giving it. Yeah, Mushi just utilizing that Blink Dagger, haste in the bottle as well, and he's not too far off from Scythe. Once the Scythe is up, man, I don't care if you have Chrono up, you're not getting any attacks in. Unless you Chrono Mushi, obviously. Roshan, by the way, back in a couple of minutes here. So if Orange wants to take it slowly, they could do it as well. And back in the mid lane, Trash Pro. Ooh, Force Staff trying to bait out that Chrono. Trash Pro really got to make sure.
He needs to be careful.
Yeah, he really needs to do so. He is very close to his Mask of Madness if that's what he wants to buy.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing a push coming in from Orange now. Looks like they'll wait for KYX. We're going to hit level 16 with 1 more creep wave now. And then we've got your level 3 ultimate with an Ag Scepter. Essentially level 4 ultimate. And, well, Lifestealer. What's he bought? He's bought himself a Crystallis, so item progression for Orange right now is looking really scary. If they want to wait for Roshan, they can, but I think more importantly, they're just waiting for some key levels here. Uh-oh, they found FZ. FZ going to blink out. Will break the Dream Coil, suns himself up a bit, but it also gets him out of danger. But in goes Lifesteal, brings down TFG. Laguna Blade just for good measure more than anything. Now,
for the KS.
Out, but yeah, for the KS.
Kill insured.
Selena doesn't even have the cool little animations, whatever it is.
And she has that.
Lena sets.
Yeah, she has. I like her cape. It's pretty nice.
Oh, they found the Brewmaster. They're actually gonna bring him down before he can ulti. He gets silenced up by the Orchid and then brought down in the Chronosphere. So Trashplay with a great initiation here on the sideline. He will be a skewer out coming from Wang Wang. RP just to try to save his own life here. It's on a high. It's off into a whole lot. Meanwhile, Shadow Demon disrupts up Trashplay, and it looks like that could be the end of this fight here. Wang Wang's still on the run. Park Mushi not able to find him down the bottom lane. Meanwhile, mid lane, Ohio has got himself another kill. Brings down Winter. And with Queen of Pain and Jakira on the sidelines, RP, Chronosphere both on cooldown. This could be the opening Orange have been waiting for to break onto the high ground. Unfortunately for Brewmaster, he's dead. He's got no buyback, or he'd probably use it just so he could come and use that ultimate. But even without him, Orange Esports are going up onto the tier 3 tower.
I think for what it's worth, MUFC has played so well. They played so well in this mid-game phase, but Ohio is just simply too big. I mean, Abyssal Blade, Crystallis, and Armlet, just too much items, but skewer backwards, that's going to miss. And looks like they're gonna, they're gonna toss Mushi back, and can it get the kill? No, he phased out on the last possible tick, and here comes Ohio looking for that bash, Laguna Blade to, again, extend those kill, and Ohio's this big lifesteal. Look at his hitting for 300 damage. He's gonna back off, but the Rax is defended. Mushi comes back to drop off a couple of nukes. Somehow the Radiant has able to defend this.
Yeah, but Brewmaster is back alive, and he's looking for an opening. He's looking for some revenge. He's going to find Wang Wang here. Wang Wang gets brought down. Brewmaster just drops an ultimate. I think he just wanted to make sure he got it off this fight. Last time he got silenced and brought down before he could. Now he found the Rubik. TFG, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The big bad wolf is coming, and it's KYXY. He wants some revenge. He brings him down, and, well, unfortunately for Orange, it looks like multiple of their heroes have TP'd out. They decide we need to heal up. We need to get ourselves our next level of items. 4 staff on both the supports. Shadow Demon as well as Lena. And then we've got Lifestealer with a Yasha. Why the hell not? Casual Yasha gets picked up by Ohio. Sanjin Yasha, actually the build that we generally see at YYF go, and the GG call comes out. Unfortunately for MUFC, I think they decided they're just too far behind.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you say, let's fight one more team fight, but it's just, all these team fights, they play well, it's just the item disadvantage is simply too much. A tale of two cities, if you will, in terms of item, farm, level, everything. And
he says, wait, I think he wants his Scythe of Ice. Or something.
And he just disconnects. Yeah, he's looking for that Scythe of Ice. Any case here, Orange another convincing victory, and they were one more win away from guaranteeing themselves $500 in the GEST challenge. And of course, this is a Beyond the Summit presentation. How do you feel about this going into a quote-unquote game 2 of this one, where MUFC could be dropped back down to the losers bracket?
Well, MUFC, they looked solid against Vici Gaming. The game 1, of course, not a game they should have won, I feel. But game 2, they looked really solid. But unfortunately today, this time around, they just really sort of, I don't know. The early game was just not there. That's really the big thing. This game was just decided in the first 5 minutes, even the first 2 to 3 minutes. And Orange Esports are the ones who just punished some out of position heroes. The first one on the Queen of Pain, you can't even blame the Queen of Pain entirely for it. Wandering around when you've got a blink, you also don't see another heroes. It was a Tango through from below. So
Yep.
I mean, it was just a big snowball effect, and unfortunately, Orange Esports got the better start. So ABC, or sorry, MUFC, I should be saying, if they get a better start in this game too, they can bring it back. But it's always going to be Orange who are the favorites going in.
Nice Stealer, just shredding through the entire team. Courier's gonna go down. No, Courier not being focused right now. Uh-oh, can Wang Wang get the kill with the help of Fountain? Yes, there's an Orchid on top.
Oh yeah.
Fountain, the true carry of MUFC. Gonna take that kill. Looks like we're finally gonna see some disconnects here. Are we gonna wait this out, really?
This is where you need that admin command to end the game. I always forget what it is when I'm like the guy who hosted the game.
There is an admin command in the game?
They were using it. Well, they were using it TI2 to end the games, but it's not just a Valve thing. Anyone whoever hosts the game can end the game at any point. There's a command to end it.
Oh,
I don't know. Don't remember what it is, but oh, extinct. Goodbye.
really, guys?
They're happy to play some 2v2 Dota for a bit, I guess. I don't know. I guess we can end it here. We can just get ourselves into the next lobby, maybe.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. Unfortunately, there will be no endgame screen. I guess you could hop back into Dota TV and watch the endgame screen if you really care about the scores. I'll toggle through a couple of menus if you guys want to see this net worth, which is completely imbalanced at this point, and buyback status. Yeah, go per minute. Let's see those as well. But for now, hope you guys enjoyed the Beyond the Summit broadcast. We'll be back with game 2 of this series. Big team fight still breaking out in the mid lane. These players' micro still going crazy because there's multiple heroes doing multiple things. But that's gonna be it.
It's Xting, man. This guy's like the Chen master.
Wait la.
Oh, he's unfortunately not long for this world.
Well,
all right. That concludes things here. Thanks everyone who has tuned in. This has been the GST Challenge, $1,500 competition between the two top teams from GST, Dota 2, and then 2 teams from China. We've got Vici Gaming as well as LGD International representing China. And unfortunately for MUFC, they're going to drop down to the loser bracket. Oh no, sorry, they're going to go to game 2. What am I talking about? They're not.
Yeah, they're not done yet. We got at least one more game, perhaps even 2 more games on top. So don't go anywhere, guys. Gods, make it sound like the broadcast is ending. We're not done yet. Entourage player is pretty done though. So we'll hop off this game. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll be back for game 2.